Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez, and we are honored to have a fashion designer with us, Sisa. Sisa Designs. Now, your name is Simone Rodrigues.
Yes.
Or Simone?
Simone Rodrigues.
Okay.
Simone from, a little background French, I guess.
Now, for those who don't know your fashion, I just have to say a little bit of this. Your designs have been in Puerto Rico, Brazil. You've showcased in 2011 at the Luxury Couture Fashion Week. You've been in San Diego, which actually is where we met you.
Yes.
That was a fun event. At the 10 Best Dressed Awards by Leonard Simpson. And then you were in New York Fashion Week, Miami Fashion Week. Your designs have been worn at the Latin Grammys of 2011. And you were voted on by the top 10 Best Dressed at the Grammys.
Yes. The Latin Grammys.
And this is all in the Latin Grammys, which are the better Grammys of the two.
The Latin.
The Latin Grammys. But you literally have done this. I mean, this sounds like years and years of work. And in reality, how much of a time span have you done this in?
Actually, all this happened in 2 years frame in New York. So it's growing pretty fast, and I'm very blessed that things coming up to me so far.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm actually going after, expecting so much more, and it's very I'm very happy to see all this progress and what Sisa is getting to achieve every day. So we're getting there.
Now, talk to me. Take me back. I always take everybody back to the beginning of when they were young.
Oh,
at what point did you say, I want to do fashion, that's what or did you even know?
No, it wasn't my plans. I started when I was 10, just sketching, but I knew one day I was going to be a fashion designer because I wanted to be just like my mom. My mom used to sew dresses, and I used to watch her every night just sewing little dresses. I started making my own, and I started making dresses from my schoolmates, like from pillowcases and.
Oh, is that what you did? Pillowcases?
Yeah, and exchange for
no one does pillowcases,
I would just cut them off, put some elastics, and that's it. Here's a skirt. But it was fun, but a little by little, I was always interested. I inspired in Valentinos, the old Valentino, because
right.
The Versace. I used to watch every show, every pageant. And so little by little, I always thought about it that I wanted to have a career, always to be a lawyer or to be a doctor or to be in a business, but something more concrete. And but down the road, I would have my brand, and I kind of like a target for me, like when I'm gonna tell my age now. When I hit my 40s, that I would actually, have something that I would live my dreams, which is fashion completely. That would be like a full-time, invest my talent, my time in fashion. So here I am.
And that's what I want to focus on, especially because although this was your dream at such a young age, it's not like you just jumped into it and did it full. I mean, you were able to participate in elements of it, but to have your own design and label, I mean, that was a lot of work. Now, if I could just say, you worked at a home improvement company, right?
I did.
You were what was your title there?
I was a GM for 12 years, home improvement.
Now, and I wouldn't see that.
That's a question.
Well, I wouldn't see that in.
What is fashion in home improvement?
Right. And what did you learn in that, of home improvement? And I mean, I just don't get that. Like, how do you mesh the two?
Well, fashion's been my whole life. I never give up a bit. I mean, I was a freelance designer for top designers in New York. I model. I did windows. I did classes with Barbizon for modeling, which I learned makeup, videos, and photo shoots, hairdressers. So I learned a little bit of everything in the field because I want to become not an expert, but I understand every area in order to, when I get to open my own, I could cover everything. Not do all, but understand and able to coach, people in that way.
Right.
And Home Depot was, on my plans, was the foundation in order to build, a structure financially in order for me to do what I do today. So.
Well, and I want to talk about that. Many students right now are going to school for fashion, and you actually talk to some of those students. What's your advice to them as students to learn?
I do a lot of career choice, speech, and I strong believe in it work for me. It's you still fashion it's amazing. It's a dream. I mean, it's a fantasy sometimes that you just fly out there and you picture in your mind something that you really want but the reality is very competitive. It's very costing.
Right.
So I recommend them to get a degree on something that's open more to reality, a business or marketing or accounting, something else that you can lay back in different corporations and actually have an income that will be your bread and butter.
And let's focus on a little bit on that, because it's not always. Sometimes people think, oh, that she's established, she's a fashion designer. Does that mean instant wealth, instant fame?
Absolutely not. It will take away a lot of years in order for you to, because there's a lot of investments, a lot of timing, so you really need to have that. I did not had mom and daddy that put that money and wrote me a check and say, here, go be a designer.
Right. Neither did I.
Or some big,
I look for daddies and mommies to do that. Hey,
or Santa Claus that gave me as a gift is, just left in my window here. Sisa, just go ahead and create your line. No, I had to work really hard for that. Waitress. I clean houses. I work in offices. I was paying for my college at the same time, and then then family, kids, and stuff. But it is a lot of investments, especially for you to to prove, not prove yourself to your work, your quality. That's very important. The quality of your work, and your talent, your ability to create for. In my case, for everyone, because you want to target all different markets,
right?
Especially when dealing with fashion, so it's costing.
Well, and people ask, well, how did you jump into it? How did you get into it? Obviously, you had the ability to do so, and you paint, right? You draw, because you do a design of the day, right?
Yeah, I do. I post my Facebook is my best friend. I call it my second family. I post like sketch design ideas, design of the day every 2 days. So it's always giving people ideas what to wear, what I can do. And if it's not for me, they can try to see themselves in that design, and if they can reach me or work with me, they can work with somebody else.
No, I like that, because you're able to, and I think you've been. People have talked about your designs and being able to fit any type of woman. You're not just, which I say is the model woman, which in America average. We know that the average is not, a bone, walking down the street. Latinas have curves, and you are able to really accentuate that in a proper way. Now, how do you do that?
Well, starting for myself, I'm not like a tall, I'm sure like 5'6" average.
Which is not.
I'm giving all my information, my age, my size,
I know.
my weight.
5'6", okay, but and in terms of modeling, that's a short.
Yes,
size.
It is. I mean, like we're still facing the old-fashioned standards. Like you need to be 6 foot tall and you need to be size 0 2. No curves at all. I mean, for a lot of designers, I'm known from breaking the rules, like extremely breaking runway rules. I mean, I don't look for.
Like what?
Like I look for confidence. If the model can walk me as a designer, my inspirations on the runway, she's hired. I don't care if she's 5'3" or she's 6'5", or if she's size 10 or if she's size 2. It's all about not much selling the product, but it's the confidence, because that comes from the inside out, like the beauty in every woman. That's the message I want to get out there. I want people to look at my runways and say, oh, I can wear something like that.
Right.
I can wear that. I can wear this.
Because you've been known to start some careers. You've been able to give chances to people that didn't have a chance before that.
Yes.
That's very not typical of a designer, or is it? I don't know.
No. And it's like a lot of girls think, like, oh my God, she's doing all this, and people think that I'm loaded, that I got the time actually to help you all this, but it's not. If I have the chance in using my name, with Sisa and give other girls the opportunity to have the first runway. Either if they're gonna make it or not, at least they can say they did model one time in life. If it's something that they want to pursue as a career or someone else give them opportunity as well, great. And if they don't, at least they can say, I model for Sisa, or
right.
I had a experience. Because I think every girl have that, no matter what age you are. I got clients and fans that are 30, 40 years old, like, I wish I could model for you. I always wanted to model, and they never had the opportunity. And that takes me back and say, you know what, why? Because she's size 12. But so there's beautiful people, beautiful person, why you couldn't show that one time? And I have a perfect example. I had a show in, I'm not gonna get the details information, but it's a
no, please give us the details. We want it all.
It was a show in a different state for a charity for St. Jude's, and there was a very close community, and they decided to. It was myself and a few designers from here, actually in Hollywood, and they pay a fortune to bring them over. I was happy to be, one of them. But they hired the model agents, which those designers was very restricted. I wanted 6 foot tall and size 0 girls, and I want blonde girls. So they got what they want.
Right.
But for that community, the mothers, the community moms volunteer to model in order to get more funds for the charity.
Right. Wow.
But none of the designers picked them. So they gave me an option to use few professional and few the moms. It's like, why I shouldn't just use them all? Just give them all, and then I'll use all the moms,
Wow,
so I just
that's
got
out
them.
of the box.
Oh, it was extremely better. But you know what? But this is what I do. It's average woman. So I designed I had a few outfits ready, and for others, I got the pictures, I designed for them. But I didn't look as a marketing. I didn't look at, as a sales point of view. I was just trying, in my head, it's like if we're doing a charity, I think that I'm gonna get more results collecting money if I have the mothers modeling, because everybody else is gonna donate more. And more people's gonna come and see them. And it worked out perfectly. And then for me as a designer and a sales, they bought their own clothes. Everything that they model, they purchased.
Really? So
at the end, I had all the attention. I didn't even look. I didn't even plan that.
It's just kind of, well, it made sense. I mean, they look great in it already, right?
And everyone was clapping because the models were the friends, So I thought I was so proud of my decision. I was like, good, yes, it's a home run, like in all different ways.
And I want to talk about your decision when we come back. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about a decision that really kind of tested the waters and tested your integrity versus what you're going to do. We'll talk about that right when we come back.
Oops.